This is a brand new Hydro Boost, brake boost assist, whichever way you want to call it, on a 7.3. And the reason I have one that's new is because it was leaking transmission fluid between where the master cylinder and the boost meet. If I can even find it. Kind of hard spot from here, but I'll post a little spot. I'll show you where it's at. Anyway, on the bottom side it was leaking out fluid all over everything down below, and it's getting all wiring harnesses and just making a mess. See that hole right there, a little weep hole right where the master cylinder and the power booster connect. Okay, that weep hole, believe, like I said, that's where it's leaking out. Okay, exploratory operation here. See what I gotta do. Take the air box out, looks like. Take this hose off, and might be all I need to do. Supposedly, if I just pull the master cylinder forward some, I can take out the boost from here. The underside, underneath the dash, on this is the early 99. It looks a lot more cramped than other videos I've seen. There is a wiring harness in the way, so of the left side bolts, and I'll get to that. Let's see. Yeah. Snaps off. It should be one over here somewhere. Probably the old 10mm, but I'm using a 5/16. Yeah, that's what I have. It fits. Take this boot off right here. Filter should be in good shape. Yeah, I got some leaves in here. Got 1, 2, 3. Hopefully I can do this without moving the battery. I think I can. I don't think it goes underneath the battery. Ratchet time. Okay, my mistake. These are not 10, these are 8mm. Removing the battery would be very helpful. Alright, the battery's going. Just got to remove the retainer here. Maybe I can pull it over a little bit. Right on the back side of the air box is a sensor. Well, right here's the sensor. Oh, no, it's a twist. Turn it 90 degrees. It pops right out. Got a mess here. This is a sensor for cruise control. And mine stopped working. It went out intermittently, slowly died, had problems engaging. I think it would engage when the engine was cold, but when it warmed up it would no longer do so. And I did pick up the part to replace it, and this has the harness assembly that Ford put on during a recall. It's got a couple of fuses in line here. I'm not exactly sure. They're just trying to fool it, but this was the one that would overheat and create fire, so they put a couple of fuses to blow. Okay, for master cylinder, I don't have to unplug it. I can just move it forward, supposedly. Hopefully. I have a bolt here And on this side I got another bolt. Looks like 2 bolts on the master cylinder pulls forward, and on the boost got 1 hose, 2, 3, and this one's a pain. I've taken this off to do the flush. There's a spring clip down there that is there's not much room to work with. You need some smaller pliers is best to get in there. Those 3 take off, and I think there's a couple of brackets that are in the way. Let's take off underneath. See what kind of space I can make here. Get the seat back. 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts, and then you have the pedal assembly up here. Gotta take that off. Now, this bolt here, I didn't see this in other videos. I've researched a little bit. I got this harness that's blocking that bolt. You can see it. This is nuts. So, somehow this has to get moved out of the way. The other one, oh my gosh, I can't do nothing here. The ones on the right look alright. On the left, well, that would help. Zoom out a little bit. On the left, this huge harness is in the way. Oh man. Let's see if I can do anything with that. I'm not sure what to do about this. This harness is pretty snug. It's a huge assembly. If I could loosen this up, I don't know how much I'd be able to move it. I gotta get to that sinking nut. It's a screw right there behind it. That's gonna slow this process way down. This is not good. I'm entertaining the idea of not doing this. I don't want to do this. I really don't want to do this. You know, some light. I mentioned I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. Get this hose off. This clamp. This is the return hose. It goes up back to the power steering pump. But the clip, oh my gosh, way over there. There. Get it up. Hopefully I don't have too much leakage here. I don't think I will. Since it's the high point, and I don't think this is pressurized. Come on. There. Whoa. Okay. A little bit. Out of the way. I have a drip pan in cardboard boxes down underneath it to catch some of the fallout that's probably going to happen here. And this is like an 18mm. There we go. Got it loose. Let me try to get this one loose. There's just a long wrench. I guess a shorter one would be nice. Oops, come back here. I keep that hose there. There from twisting. Okay. Yeah, stubbies would be nice right here. Okay. I got them started. They come pretty easy right there. Man, 14 is snug. This is early '99, and a lot of times bolt sizes are not what everybody else has. It's kind of a Frankenstein year, or half year. The other one here is not going to be as friendly. Oh, come on. Once again, the need for stubby wrenches is it's on full display. Oh, I think I got it. Oop, no. Okay. See, well, I'm probably gonna have to move this hose because of the lines for the brakes are right here. And they're not very forgiving, looks like. So pull this out of the way some. Get these lines out. Boost, come on. Well, there. Alright, got that one free. Oop, oop, leaky, leaky. Crap. Alright, let's see if I can put this on a water bottle. There. Gotta get the bracket off. Come on. Alright, now. Oh, come on. To the left, to the right, front, to the back. Come on. There. Okay. Now. Yeah, you can see where it's leaking right there. Speed sensor. Where can I put this? Without breaking the lines. I'm stressing. Time for bungee cords. Okay. That might work right there. I just kind of strapped it over a little bit, trying to get just to give it some support and hold it so the lines aren't stressed, the brake lines. Alright, now I still have to get this hose off right here. I got a little more room though. Now, oh man, it won't come out. Well, I'm having a heck of a time getting this line out, so I'm gonna go loosen up the bolts, hope mounting it, see if I can get some room to be able to get that out. This is gonna be a bear, but probably helpful is to take this panel off, this fuse panel, get a little more light. Yeah, there's 2 bolts, 2 screws. The other 2 are gonna be hard, very hard, because of this harness. It's in the way, so I'm gonna tackle those first. Start with the hard. That way either I can finish up easy or I can just quit. Actually, first thing I need to do is disconnect the brake pedal. Got a wiring harness right here. And then on the side there's a clip. This stinking bolt this screw is not accessible without this harness moving somewhere. I've got to get this thing out of the way. So I'm gonna cut that tape. If I can move it to the side, I can maybe get this plastic guide out of the way temporarily. If I can get that moved over an inch, I think I'll be good. Alright, definitely need universal joints. And come on. This one is fighting me. Make it free. Got it. Thought this one here was gonna be a pain. No, the top ones were the pain. Although this was no fun. I ended up removing that stinking plastic guide, and it gave me enough room to access this one. There we go. And the last one. Save the easy one for last. Okay, these are actually 13 millimeter. Alright, I got it free, but this stinking hose, this line is still stuck on it. There, finally. Jeez. Save this rubber piece, I think. Piece of foam. I guess you add to the rubber. I need this dust boot. Okay, here's the bungee cord to help give it a little bit of support. Well, they couldn't have done the okay, the universal joint. I don't know, I could have done this without it. I had to take a break and go to the store and get some because the ones I had broke. To make things a little easier, I tied off the pedal. Otherwise, I was smacking it every time I think I turned the ratchet. And this is getting very irritating. Now, I gotta put the pedal back on. You just gotta slide the rod over.
Right, there you go. No, sorry.
Alright, you put the switch on. It's kind of three parts you got to put together at the same time. So you want to slide the switch over the end, the rod coming out of the booster, and then you need to bring the pedal into play. This collar does not go on the stub sticking off of the pedal. It goes inside the rod coming out of the booster. Alright, and now once you got that in the right orientation, slide the switch over both sides of it, and then you can push it on. And then you got this little extra strong cotter pin that feeds on the outside. There. Now it's up and in place. And the switch harness. There. I'm going to hold off on putting this little piece up here till I'm sure everything works. I'm just going to put them in a little bit. I'm going to put them in, have it loose so I can get the master cylinder lined up on it. Strap did its job so it can go away. I always recommend go finger. Use your fingers to get them started so you don't put a wrench on there and cross thread or something. Okay. You got these little hose brackets that go. No wait, these went on the outside. Sorry to them. I'm gonna put the master cylinder on first and go on top the outside of those. It's a Motorcraft booster, so everything's on it. It should be on it. Then if they're taking any parts off, except that little gasket, rubber gasket I took off. Okay. There. All right. Okay, got everything put back together. And now I'm going to have to bleed the system. Not much spilled out, so whatever was in the old Hydro Boost is probably what we got to replace. So I'm going to have to cap off and watch the fluid level. We'll crank it, pump it, see what kind of what level looks like and how much it drops. Alright, so we ran it. The first couple of pumps, it sucked a lot of fluid in. I probably dumped about 4 to 6 ounces of brake fluid, or excuse me, transmission fluid is what it calls for. Mercon 5. After half a dozen more pumps of the brakes, it seems to have gotten ready to air. Actually, it foamed up a little bit from the air coming back in the return hose right here. But it's been pretty clear the last few pumps, and now I'm taking it for a drive and make sure that it works good. No leaks detected, which is the end game here, and good brakes. So we'll see how this goes. But I think we have a success several hours later. Well, it's late. Took it for a test drive. No change in fluid levels. The job is done. I guess the biggest thing to take away from this is make sure you have some ratchets with some U-joints and some extensions. So it's only been 3 days, but it's been probably 300 miles since I changed it out. There's no leaks. The brakes work good. The brakes don't work any better than the flush. When I flushed the system, the fluid, before changing it out, I saw an improvement in actual braking, which is something I didn't expect because I was chasing power steering problem. Anyway, unexpected benefit is the power steering pump is no longer whining like it used to. So I don't know if there was a blockage issue with the fluid moving through the boost or what, but I think my power steering pump may be behaving now. So that's something I didn't expect, but I will take it. And so anyway, if you want to do this yourself, you know, I'm not gonna lie, it was very frustrating getting this this hose here off. I had to loosen, you saw I had to take it out halfway out, the boost halfway out to remove it. And then the frustration at the pedal itself, it was that was no fun. And last but not least, I went with the new Ford Motorcraft brand Power Hydro Boost because I did not want to put in a remanufactured that wouldn't work. And I've heard a couple of people say that they had bad ones out of the gate, and that was just something that I want to do this once, be done with it, and have faith that the part works. So I paid an extra $80-$90 for the new one. It wasn't too bad to get it on Amazon. I think it was $250, and I think Rock Auto is $240. But anyway, hopefully this has been helpful, and have a good day.